So here are 3 different ways that you can increase the sales from your Facebook ads. And no, it's got nothing to do with campaign structures, headline tests, or a new in-trend creative. In fact, the 3 things that I'm going to share with you inside this video, I don't really see being talked about at all on social media, YouTube, or even in different coaching programs. And I guarantee if you watch this video all the way until the end and implement these 3 things, then you will make more sales, you will get a better return on your ad spend, and you're just going to run a better business. And these 3 things are all based around making more money from the leads you currently have. So it's not about spending more to make more, it's about getting more juice from the lemon, more squeeze from your current marketing efforts. You see, because this is what most people do, right? They run an ad to like a funnel or a landing page or a sales page, and then hopefully they make money. Now, if they want to scale or get more customers, typically what they do is on the back end, they will like sell another product here, or they will try and run more traffic, push more organic channels, run YouTube ads, Facebook ads, TikTok ads. It's basically all around doing more to push more volume. But what I'm going to show you in this video is 3 ways in which you can actually make more money from the leads that you currently have. So it's all based around retargeting. And again, if you implement these 3 things, you will make more money, guaranteed. So first off is objection ads. So what most people do up here is that when someone leaves this landing page without buying, they will retarget them with a retargeting ad, but that ad will typically be like, hey, saw you visited our checkout page. Hey, do you want a discount for the product you were checking out? The very like direct, poorly put together ads that is just scraping the bottom of the barrel, getting the lowest hanging fruit, and just kind to retarget the people who, you know, maybe they were busy and they couldn't check out, or they forgot to purchase, whatever. It's that bottom percentile of people that are ready to buy, but they just, maybe it wasn't the right time when they saw the ad in the beginning.
I'm too busy. I don't have the time.
But there's only a very limited amount of people who actually sit in that pool. A lot of people who visit this page and don't buy, they will have objections. And the only way to get those people to buy from you is to overcome the objection. So we have different retargeting campaigns and retargeting ads that target different objections. So for example, it could be around the money, it could be around the time, it could be around they've tried a similar product in the past and it's failed for them, right? There's a ton of different objections, I can't run over them all, but there's a ton of different objections that you can create an ad around and then use that as a retargeting ad. And what that will do, obviously you just retarget the entire audience of people who have visited the sales page and not bought, and eventually they will see the right objection ad for them that will overcome the objection and they will purchase from you. But if you don't overcome that objection, however many times they see an ad that's like, hey, come back and buy from us, they just aren't going to get their credit card out and buy from you. So you need to be a bit more strategic with the retargeting ads that you put in front of your audiences. Next up is what I call a sneak peek campaign. So especially in the info product space, which is, you know, the space that my agency operates in, a lot of the time people have objections to buying because they aren't fully confident on what they're going to get on the other side. So as soon as they put their credit card details in and buy from you, they're scared of what they're going to see. They're scared of being disappointed, because a lot of people have been burnt in this online marketing space from marketing scumbags that promise the world in their advertising, but then drastically undeliver with their products. So there's a lot of skepticism. So one thing that we do to overcome this skepticism is do what we call a sneak peek campaign. And we can do this in emails, we can do this in retargeting ads, but basically these ads and these emails, they send people back to a page, and on that page there is a video. And that video is where I basically give the potential buyers a sneak peek of our product. So this involves me basically doing like a Loom video or a screen share, or mostly our clients doing a video or a screen share. And they will just go into the back office or the product that they're selling and show them around. So for example, if you are doing like a coaching program or a course, you will screen record yourself going through the content. You will open up the members area. You will give them a sneak peek of the lessons. You will go into your community and show all of the activity that's going on in there. You could maybe show them a list of the coaching call recordings, or maybe you could show them a visual of the schedule of all of the coaching calls. Essentially, all you're doing, there's no, like, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It's just you being like, hey, when you purchase, you're going to get this stuff, and look at this stuff. It's really fucking good, right? So you want to show them inside of the members area a sneak peek of some of the best lessons, right? And you don't have to show them the video. You don't have to show them the content, but at least the titles. And the titles should be your best titles, very enticing, and it makes people think, oh shit, I really want to learn that thing, right? You want to showcase the community, and inside of the community, you want to show people asking questions and getting answered. You want to show the engagement, you want to show the energy, you want to show the wins, right? That people are posting inside of the community. You need to make sure that it's a high valuable community. And then obviously with the coaching calls, if you do coaching calls, to show them the schedule and show them the amount of support that they are going to receive inside of your program. Because a lot of the time, like I said, people just want to feel safe when they're buying from someone. And the way to do that is to walk them through the process of what's on the other side.
Don't worry, you're safe here.
And the third way in which we increase the sales from our Facebook ads is that after they have maybe opted in to watch a webinar or a VSL, or you could also do this with retargeting ads as well, you want to send them to different content styles. So let me give you an example. Up here on this funnel, let's just say after they opted into the landing page, you sent them to a VSL or a webinar that obviously gave value and then pitched your product, right? And there's going to be obviously a big percentage of people that don't buy or they don't book in a call. So one of the reasons why they potentially didn't buy or book in a call is because they don't consume long form video very well. You know, not every type of person is going to sit through a 90-minute webinar and then buy your product. Some people are just too busy. They don't learn the right way. They don't have the right attention span, whatever it is, like they're just not going to consume that content, however good it is and however perfect they are for your product. So you need to re-engage these people in different content styles that suits them. So for example, if they don't watch the entire webinar, what you could do is after they've gone through the sales emails, pushing them back to buy, and if they still haven't bought, then you can push them into like a mini video series where you could effectively get the webinar and just cut it up into maybe like 5 different videos, or you could refilm it and make it a bit more digestible. But you would send them, you know, a 5-part video series where the webinar is effectively cut up into smaller chunks, maybe just 10 minutes at a time. And therefore, these people might more likely consume the whole webinar by just digesting 5 to 10 minute videos at a time. And you could just send them 1 video a day so they consume it over the course of, say, a week, as opposed to in one setting trying to get them to watch a 90-minute webinar. Another way you could re-engage them is people will learn by reading instead of watching. So you could turn your webinar, or at least like your sales letter, into a text-based sales letter. And you could send them to long form text content. And the people who, you know, would be willing to buy, but they just don't want to sit through a long video, they might just skim the page. They might read it all. They might prefer to read text. Because again, you're targeting different people and the way they consume content. So a long form text sales letter will work better on a percentage of your leads, and therefore you will be able to convert them. But again, there's lots of different ways you could do this. It might not be just like one long form sales letter. You could do like a blog style where you send them to like 4 to 10 different blog style pages once every single day. And again, it's effectively your long form sales letter, but just cut up into more digestible chunks. You could turn those blog styles into like short videos, or you could turn it into like an audio video series. Effectively, we're still selling the same thing, but you're just sending them through different content styles. So eventually everyone who could or be willing to buy would buy from you because they have consumed the right content for them. So yes, this does take a little bit extra work, but it's a lot less risky than just being like, oh, we need more sales, let's pump some more money into ads. I like to make sure that I'm getting the most amount of money from the leads that we currently have. Now, obviously, if you're just starting out and you're spending like $5 to $10 a day on Facebook ads or YouTube ads, then this probably isn't going to work for you, right? Because you're not going to have a big pool of leads that you can retarget. You want to wait until you're obviously spending, I would probably say, at least 5 figures a month on ads before you set up such an extensive retargeting strategy like this. If you're below that level, then yes, probably just focus on getting high converting ads that target the top of funnel to get those initial customers in. But if you are at that level and you're spending 5 figures plus on ads going to a cold audience, then make sure you're not losing money by setting up a campaign just like this. So that's it. Hope you found the video useful. If you did, then subscribe to the channel and I'll see you on the next one.